Hey everyone, welcome back to Immediate Movie Reactions. I'm here after watching One Spoonful of Chocolate, maybe One Spoon of Chocolate. I can't remember exactly what it is titled. This is a movie by the RZA, the Resurrecta from Wu-Tang Clan, the genius. Well, I guess technically GZA would be the genius. And maybe he is the brains behind it, because I've been a fan of RZA and Wu-Tang Clan, but dude, this is not it. This movie is starring Shameik Moore. He is a young man who was just getting out of prison, and his cousin has been killed by organ thieves, racist organ thieves. And then he goes from New York, upstate New York, to Ohio, which this film treats like the Deep South, because everybody has this random Deep South accent. Nothing in this movie makes any freaking sense. He goes back, and you think you're going back, he's going to go back for revenge, but he just finds himself in the crosshairs of the racist gang that is running the town. There just is very little that makes sense about this movie. It is almost 2 hours long, and that is probably an hour too long, at least 30 minutes too long. There's so much of this that makes no sense. Michael Jackson's daughter is in this. She's fine. I really feel like when they did the casting, they just took the first person that showed up and said, hey, that's fine. This movie has a budget of probably $1,000. It is so cheap looking. I know it is on film. It seems to be, put onto film for a very specific look, but what it does is it looks cheap. The script needed definitely another pass. This is not Ryan Coogler, right? This isn't some deep commentary. It tries to talk about, modern day America and the plights of the black man and all of that. It could be, but it's such one-noted, terrible, racist propaganda that you just stop paying any attention to it. The actual bad guys in this film just run around beating up black men and shouting the N-word and then killing them, stealing their organs. How any of it works makes no sense. Anybody at any point could have called in state police or anything like that. It's a terrible movie. By the time we get to the crescendo of violence, by the time we get to the end where Unique Randy, his name is Randy, but also Unique, is finally going out for revenge with his, I love 80s revenge movies, right? But what they did was they just got to the shit that you wanted to see, and they didn't spend time on a lot of nonsense. And this movie spends too much time on that nonsense. So by the time we get there, we don't really care. The choreography makes up for the lack of actual choreography in the fight scenes, the clearly plagiarized Old Boy scenes, and the lack of athleticism by cameras that can't track the action and are cut way too close. The music in this is disappointingly one note and boring. I don't understand how this possibly could have happened. It was produced by Quentin Tarantino. I hate Tarantino. I hate everything that he has done. And this, you see too much of his influence in there. This movie, it's terrible. It has nothing important to say. It is so cliche and boring, and I didn't care about any of them. And we needed to care a little bit more than it just being, look, hey, we've got bad guys and they're going to eventually get the shit beat out of them. So there we are. This is a definite skip. I'm going to give this movie a 4, and I feel like that's high only because there were a couple scenes that were okay. I actually did enjoy the ending of this movie, even though when it ended, multiple people in the theater were like, what? Or what the fuck, right? Like, it's just not a good movie. Skip this movie. It is not worth it. Anyways, thank you. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you after the next movie.